How did you get diagnosed? Like,
Well, I look at that also as a blessing because I have discoid lupus and I have systemic lupus. Me being 19 years old, I was losing weight. I was like, yeah, I like this, you know. Mind you, I wasn't eating, but my skin rash was what made me go to the doctor. Not the fact that I lost 30 pounds in 2 weeks. I had a skin rash, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. Like, I didn't even want to go to class. I called my mother. I was in college in Virginia. I said, I have a skin rash. Not, I haven't been eating. I have a skin rash. Something, you know, so I went to the doctor, and you know, they say the average lupus diagnosis takes 3 to 5 years. Mine took 3 months. Blessing. I went to the doctor. The first doctor told me I had impetigo, like what babies get. So they give me
some
creams. Didn't go away. Still no appetite. I drove home 6 hours later. My college friend called my mom. She took my phone, called my mom, and said, something's really wrong with Kelly. So she was like, you're not eating, you're not going to class, come home. I had been home about a few weeks prior. So when I pulled in the driveway, I was here and I walked in, she did not even recognize me. I went to the doctor down the street. She looked at me and said, you have lupus, before any blood test or anything. She said, you have lupus. Because, you know, as a teen, you go because you have, like, breakouts or whatever. So she knew how my skin was. She looked at me before any test. So finally, she did the biopsy on my arm, took some samples, and she's like, now I want you to go to a rheumatologist and get tested. So it came back. So I look at that, too. I had a skin rash. Vain me being 19, I would have been walking around sick for months. But God said, we have to give her something else to wake her up. Because we know her. She's crazy. She'll just be walking around like, yeah, I lost weight. So, you know, I look at that too. So every time, you know, and that's like one of my signs. When I know I'm starting to break out or something, I was like, okay, you need to slow down. That's my sign to say, hold up, stop, you know. So a blessing. Yeah, I don't like having to cover up my skin with makeup and do it, but it's for a reason.